Chris Rock turns 50 in February. He is known for his stand-up and comedic roles in some of Hollywood's funniest movies. This month, Rock released a film he wrote, directed, and starred in. We sat down to talk about Top 5. It is receiving critical acclaim, and I was pleased to play a role in it myself.
Here's what they're saying about your movie. For the first time, he has made a movie that's as good as his stand-up. Does that resonate with you?
That was the desired effect. What's up? This is Andre Allen.
Oh my God! Where's my kiss?
Do we have to do this on camera?
Not on camera, it doesn't exist.
In 2005, Time magazine voted today's guest the funniest man in America.
I don't feel like doing funny movies anymore. I don't feel funny.
Save some of that stuff for your Times interview.
I wanted to do a movie kind of about, in some ways, about black fame. Because being famous as a black guy is a little different than being famous as a white guy. Tom Hanks is an amazing actor. Denzel Washington is a god to his people, okay? Denzel Washington has a responsibility to his people that Tom Cruise and, and Liam Neeson and all these guys, they don't have. They just make their art. And no one goes, hey, Tom Cruise, stay white. Don't forget your whiteness. Come back and visit white people. What you doing for white people, Tom Cruise? Nobody says that to Tom Cruise. Yo, Stallone, what you doing for Italians, man? What are you doing for Like, no one says that to
But what do they say to Denzel?
They want to know that Denzel loves his people, that Denzel is doing stuff for his people. And they feel Denzel's highs and lows more than white people feel Tom Hanks does a bad movie. There's going to be another good movie by somebody white next week. It's like, when Denzel does a bad movie, I might not see a good black movie for a year. I am really left out here hanging.
Did you feel that yourself in that room when you're writing and making this movie?
A little bit.
Didn't you make this movie without having studio backing?
No studio backing. Got the money from Barry Diller.
Right.
Barry Diller came up with the money.
And then you go to Toronto.
I go to Toronto.
With the movie, with no distributor.
No distributor. And the crazy thing was, we went to Toronto. There's all these pamphlets and all these books. Things to look for in Toronto. We're on nothing. We're on no list.
Yes.
No list, to the point, wherever I went in Toronto, people go, what are you doing here? What are you going to see? How about my movie?
Yes, how about Top 5?
What are you doing here, Mr. Grown-Ups? What are you doing? Didn't you make Pootie Tang? What are you doing at the Toronto Film Festival?
Yes, right.
like, I made a movie.
No. My top 5 is Jay, Nas, Scarface, Rakim, and then I might let Biggie get in there. My 6th man's LL Cool J. Before the show! Before the show!
You said an interesting thing. I want to make a Chris Rock movie, because you would sit with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
And you knew what he was doing. He was making an Adam Sandler
movie. He really was
movie.
making an Adam Sandler movie. But with men, I always say, men always dress like, we always get our fashion sense from whatever friend gets laid the most. Whatever friend gets laid the most, I guess I'll get those shoes. Okay, that haircut seems to work for him, I'll get that haircut. And so Sandler's like my biggest movie star friend. It's like, okay, I'll just do what he's doing. But it didn't kind of fit me, you know what I mean? Like, I had to, it fits when I'm in a movie with him, but it didn't fit me to make a movie of the same tone as him, or even an Eddie Murphy movie. That wasn't my tone. And this movie, the important thing was, I found a tone that works for me.
Everybody's ever said to me that it's much harder for a great serious actor to be funny than it is for a great comedic actor to be serious.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, I saw Gone Girl the other day, right? Gone Girl's amazing, right? It's amazing. But if you took Adam McKay, who directed Anchorman, and had him direct, and you let him direct Gone Girl, right? Now you take David Fincher and have him direct Anchorman. Who's going to get closer to the finished product? Adam McKay's gonna do Gone Girl. It'll be okay. It's not gonna be as good as Fincher, but you'll get from A to B.
Right.
Fincher's Anchorman's gonna suck.
Fincher can't do comedy.
I'm just saying. Odds are. Come on, Fincher.
But
You gave Tyler Perry a job. I'm here. I love Social Network.
yeah. Stand-up will always be at the core of your life?
Yes, stand-up will always be at the core of my life. And
Why is that?
I like it. I really like it. I kind of love it.
Man, we lie all the time. We lie all the time. You know what a man's lie is like? A man's lie is like, I was at Tony's house. I'm at Kenny's house. That's a man's lie. A woman's lie is like, it's your baby.
You want people that are African Americans in the audience to populate the audience when you do those HBO specials because what?
Okay, here's the thing. When I do an HBO special, and this is the only time I do this, I kind of insist on an all-black audience.
Yes.
Because sometimes I do things that are critical of black culture or critical of my people as a whole. And when you do jokes like that, it's important to cut to a black face laughing to signal that this is not racist, because black people can be racist against their own people too. You know, and by the way, guess what? Black people laugh better than white people. They're just better laughers. Black people laugh with their feet. When you hear black people laugh and you hear, you know what I mean? When black people are really into it, it's the mouth, the belly, and the feet, where white people kind of just laugh from the neck up.
All my black friends have a bunch of white friends. And all my white friends have one black friend.
Seinfeld says you can do race better than anybody else because you can approach it better, that you can put it in a way that people get to the truth of race in America better than most.
Maybe. I mean, I'm from that era. I was bused to school in 1973. Think of it this way. The Tri-Rail Bridge has been the Robert F. Kennedy Bridge for about 20 years.
Yes.
We still call it the Tri-Rail Bridge. So when you pass a law, it takes like 20 years before, even though it's illegal to do certain things, it takes like 20 years or 30 years for people to like really get acclimated to things. So yeah, I got bused to school. I was called nigger all the time, you know, by students, teachers, janitors. So I know it. I really, 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 really know it.
There ain't a white man in this room that would change places with me. None of you. None of you would change places with me, and I'm rich.
What's interesting, Louis C.K. told me once that it takes about 15 years to get really, really good. You were really, really good pretty early, weren't you?
I was
Not really, really,
good.
but good. Yes, exactly.
I was good, you know, a club level of good.
Yeah, right.
Pretty early. But it did take about 15 years for me to become, you know, a guy good enough to get on a Charlie Rose show. You know, I made money before
Or to get him to be in your movie, for God's
to
sake.
get Charlie Rose in my movie. You know how good I had to get to do that, you know? So yeah, it does take about 15 years. And you gotta have highs and lows.
And you have to have lived.
You have to have really lived for an audience to take that journey with you.
Thank you.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thanks for doing my movie.
Pleasure.
It's our movie.
It is our movie.
We're always gonna have this. We're always gonna have this.
We'll always have it. He's so smart, so funny. And it actually, you opened the movie, that Chris Rock movie, and when I went to the premiere, Nora, I was taking pictures in the theater to capture Charlie. Some people who shall remain nameless, Chris Lick, said it was very annoying, but I just wanted to capture that moment. Yeah, there was a flash involved. It could have been annoying. But he's so smart, Charlie, and so funny.
Absolutely. I mean, he achieves in this movie what I mentioned there.
Yes, he
He's
does.
as good at directing and acting in a film as he is in his stand-up,
Yes.
which says a lot.
Yeah.
And Rosario Dawson is great in his movie, too.
Brilliant.
Very well done. It's in the theaters. Top 5 is in the theaters.